Hey guys, it's Coach Carmen with Because of Why, and we do life coaching for youth. But honestly, if you think about it, all of the advice that we're giving, all the things that you get to learn from our platforms, is for everyone. And so that's why we get really excited when we have parents, cousins, teenagers, adults, just anyone watch our videos because our mission is seriously just to help everyone and anyone on this planet because, hey, we all need it sometimes, right? Anyways, today's topic is actually going to be how do you build confidence in youth? And specifically youth because I want to remind everyone that there are a lot of influences, right? If you're watching this, either you want to build confidence or you know someone you want to build confidence in. And so we're going to go over kind of both type of sides with three things that honestly will just change the game for you. And the reason why is because things are so simple. Nick says it all the time. Life is simple, but it's not easy. And so sometimes it's just about getting started. So let's go on to the first one. Number one, stack your wins. Okay? Sometimes, oh my gosh, I need to get a new marker. Sometimes life is like Jenga, right? If you have the right amount of blocks, then you're stable. Even if sometimes, you got one block missing, somehow it like figures out how to stand still and stand strong. And so you have to stack your wins like that. And what I mean by wins, right? So if you watch one of the previous videos, Nick talked about how a lot of the times, we ourselves can tear people down by pulling apart their wins. You can be like, oh, but you sucked at this. What are you talking about? And just like, right, you just keep feeding the negativity. It's kind of like when you're in a friend group and, maybe someone said something a little different and they're like, God, this person's so stupid. Yeah. Can you believe they said this to me the other day? Yeah. Yeah. And everybody keeps adding to their point. So instead of doing that, you want to do the opposite. You want to help people stack their wins. You want to help them keep adding to their Jenga block. So it can be as simple as, Johnny was doing something and he's so stupid. I don't know though. He actually got an A and then he helped me study and on top of that he taught me this new football move to like and he taught me how to like hold my hands. Like, dude, I think he's really smart. And on top of that, dude, he's really nice. And then the other person has no other what's the word? They have no other option but to start agreeing with you. People don't realize, again, it's simple. People just like following along. And you can be the influence that helps follow along in the right way. And so, for example, Johnny could be standing right there and somebody would say it as a joke. But if you defend Johnny, now you're sticking up for Johnny. And on top of that, you're stacking his wins. And he's like, maybe stands a little taller, maybe his chin's up a little higher, feeling good that he not just helped someone, but someone recognized that he doesn't have to build alone. So, again, how to build confidence in youth. Number one, stack other people's wins. Start stacking your kids' wins. Start stacking your friends' wins. Start stacking a random person's win. You can meet someone in Starbucks and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, you know what? I love your shoes. Hey, I love your style. Hey, by the way, I think your order, I mean, you're so confident for being able to say that stuff. Like, you know how people have like those super long orders? And the second one, the two T's, the truth and trust. If you tell the truth, you will be trusted. Okay? So actually Keaton, the muscle. I don't really know his full name, but he really emphasizes this. I'd rather punch you in the face with the truth than coddle you with a lie. And I love that so much. I mean, since the very first time I went to see him at a conference, he repeated this, and repeated this. And honestly, if you think about it, it's so true. Let's say your kid, you're like you're on your phone too much. Explain to them why. Like you don't understand. I want you to be actively participating in a conversation with us in the family. We care about what you have to say at the dinner table, right? That's the truth. You're on your phone too much, and I just want you to, I want you to be participating. I want you to feel included. We want to include you. We want to hear you out. And so there's the truth. And they may not like you for taking the phone away, but guess what? They'll trust you because I know, trust me. We all get to that age where like, damn, that person told me this one thing and I hated them in the moment, but that was the best thing that could have happened. It's like when you're in track and I don't know, your coach is just like, push harder. And you're like, I can't. And they're like, push harder. And guess what? You hated them in the moment. But when you broke your own record, maybe even a state record, you probably loved them. And guess what? You still pushed. Why? Because although you hated them in the moment, you trusted them. It is so, so important to be trusted over liked and loved. Okay? Because that stuff, it flies all over the place. But if you can tell the truth, if you can be trusted to tell the truth when it's needed, then when someone goes to you with vulnerability, they know that you're going to not coddle them with a lie to make them feel better. You're going to tell them the truth so they can get better results. Because honestly, that's how you build confidence. You build confidence by telling yourself, here is where I am honestly. And some of us can't get there. And if we're going to ask somebody and they tell us, you know what, you're actually up here, you're okay, then how am I supposed to fix this entire problem right here, right? But if you, the person with the two T's, truth and trust, are like, hey, honestly, you're right here right now, but dude, I seriously know you can make it here. How can I help you, make it over there? What can we work on to get you here? Like what type of resources can I help you find to get there? That's a friend. That's a great parent. It's the truth. The truth will give you trust, and trust equals truth. Just follow that. Trust me, it will be amazing. Anyways, all right. And last one, number 3. And this right here is probably one of the most important ones. And the reason why is because it all starts with you. I say that in a lot of my videos because it honestly does. If you want to build someone else, if you want to start with yourself, that's where it all starts. You yourself have to keep rebuilding and building and fixing up the bricks, right? We talked about that castle. You're a castle, you're a temple. You got to keep repolishing, cleaning, and studying and loving yourself and working on yourself. Because if you're not working on you, if you're a rusty gear, how are you going to help someone else get somewhere? Right? And so it's just a great reminder. Be the leader to yourself. Find the pieces of you that you need to work on. And this doesn't mean, because trust me, nobody is perfect in this entire world. That if you get started today, right now, I mean, you're watching this video. If you made it this far, you're working on you. That's the start. That's where it all happens. That's where the magic really comes from. Because you start to change and people around you slowly start to wonder, like, something's a little different. Let me try and test them with some little negativity. And you're like, no, I don't really want to listen to that. And you're like, hmm. But that moment when you realize that you're changing, you're evolving, you're growing, it gets you excited. Because that excitement that you're growing is literally contagious. You don't even have to do as much because people around you start to feel like they want to be more like you. Why? Because that positive energy is contagious as you become that leader, as you become disciplined, as you're working on yourself. It's a constant game. And people, I really want to put this in your mind that all of these things, self-development, working on your discipline, working on your physical fitness, on your, faith in yourself and, whoever you believe in, all of these things, it's a lifestyle. It's not a simple one and done, boom, I'm the leader, I'm the top dog, whatever. No, it's a lifestyle. You are constantly, you know, you're finding the brick that needs to be fixed, and then you're fixing this one, and you're fixing that one, and you're fixing this one. And it's not something that's like tedious. It's something like, oh man, I love being able to be the best version of myself every day. And so that's what I have for you guys today. If you want to build confidence in someone else, you do these things. You stack other people's wins, because when you stack your own, that's amazing. But start stacking other people's wins. Start stacking your kids. Start stacking your friends. Start giving out those pieces that you don't know that might have been their last straw. That might have been something they seriously needed that day. Or maybe it was just that extra drop, right? Just that extra drop. They're like, shit, everything's going good today. It's like, yeah, every day can be a good day, whatever. So stack other people's wins, give the truth, and you will be trusted. And finally, you have to be the leader. Become a leader, work on yourself, and get started today. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for everything. This will also be a blog. All of our videos, if you like reading stuff instead, we have a blog that will be coming out on the website. We also have a free ebook down in the description of all of our videos. So go ahead and head over to get your shit together. Yes, that is what the book is called. It's a workbook that will help you guys get your shit together if you don't know where to start. So we'll see you guys later.